Hello everybody and welcome to AFB Gaming if you're new. Today I'm going to be talking about basically a breakdown of the patch notes. Some people haven't read them, some people don't know how to access them, and some people just straight up don't know how to read. So, I'm going to try to break it down as much as I can. I'm also in the public test server itself, so if there is something that you want to know, or if you want additional information, instead of like what I just share on this video, message me on Xbox. You can find my gamer tag at the end of the video. Okay, so I'm gonna be reading directly off of these, so I'm gonna try to get the wording as best as possible. So here we join the Thieves Guild of Abba's Landing to become the newest recruit in the organization of pickpockets, burglars, robbers, and thieves. So it's gonna be in Abba's Landing. I know a lot of you've seen it on the video already, so I'm going to skip the location and everything. There's going to be scrolling combat text, which you will not need to purchase a Thieves Guild for. It will be in the base game patch, so it'll be easier for people to access. They have a new larceny system, new Thieves Guild passive line, criminal activities, new trial, which people are definitely going to want to try. At least I know my guild will. They're forever trying to do grouping tool improvements, so yeah, but the thing is, now they're going to actually reward people for using it, so that should be interesting, because they will actually reward you with pretty good stuff, in my opinion, or at least a chance for pretty good stuff. They're also taking out the soul reservoir and vitality bonus for the trials, so now it's going to be based on points rather than the lives, I guess. How many points a live is worth, not too sure. Is it probably going to be the same? Yeah, it's just going to look different. So, there's that. They also have done prioritization of animations during combat. So basically, no more animation canceling, or so they hope. Is there still going to be some of it? Yeah, but they're trying their best to fix it. So if you use it, sorry. If you don't, and you're like me, then this is a good thing, so you don't get heavy attack twice during two different moves, but whatever. They also have new crafting motifs, which is going to be a big thing, at least for me, because I'm a crafter. But yeah, they're going to have two people in the Thieves Guild. Kari, which is a precise Nord woman who keeps accounts of the guild's finances as well as accounts of information and rumors, and she runs the guild job board. So basically these are going to be pickpocketing, unlocking safe box, and gathering specific categories of items for consignment requests and more. And then there's going to be a male Khajiit who is in charge of heists, which basically involves sneaking, avoiding traps, and getting in and out of special instanced heist areas with your prize. You actually get a bonus if you complete the heist undetected and within the time limit, so that should be interesting. Reacquisition quests. Seek out Spencer Rye, a fancy Breton man who runs the reacquisitions board. Yeah, I don't know what exactly that's going to be, but that should be interesting too. There's group bosses that we'll be able to kill throughout the area, and also delves are going to play a big part, because a lot of the new motifs are actually going to be dropping from the delves and the world bosses, as well as, I believe, Trinimac and Malakath, which are going to fall from the Rothgard daily missions and bosses as well. They're introducing bounty pardons, so I guess that could be like a reward, you know, and I think that's going to be pretty good since you're going to be stealing a lot. I also think that this is going to put a lot of gold in a lot of people's pockets, especially if they're Nightblades, because let's face it, Nightblades are just better at sneaking and stuff like that than, say, a Sorcerer or a Templar or even a Dragon Knight. But we'll see how that goes. Finders Keep. This is going to be the new skill line, Finders Keepers. You get access to troves and stolen goods throughout Tamriel. Basically what this is going to be little chests. Well, yeah, they look like little chests or urns, and you can still see them, but you can't open them unless you're in the Thieves Guild. So you have to be in the Thieves Guild, and I would imagine you would have to have a skill point into this or something. We're going to see how that works exactly. Clemency, talk your way out of trouble. I don't know personally how I like this, because we already put a skill point into Persuade, and we already put a skill point into Intimidate. Now I'm gonna have to put another one into Clemency. I feel like that's a bit much, but oh well. Veil of Shadows reduces range of criminal acts being witnessed. Timely escape. Make a dramatic escape from the guards. So I would imagine that's like a distraction. Say they come to you, hey, stop that, you know, what are you doing here and there? And you're gonna be like, okay, sorry. Well, look over there, and you're gonna distract him, make a run for it. Something like that. We'll see. Swiftly Forgotten. Your face is... Sorry, you have just one of those. You just have one of those faces that the guards tend to forget about faster than others. So I would imagine it would make your bounty go down faster. And Haggling, which is pretty... I mean, get every coin that you deserve for those stolen goods. So, whatever. Mauve Lorcage is the new... trial that they're introducing, and it is going to be southwest of Reaper's March. So it is in a Khajiit temple. They have a lot of background here. There is a normal and veteran version to it, but to be on the leaderboards you have to do it at veteran rank 16. So the good news is they're not putting any more veteran ranks, which is good, kind of. New and updated item sets. They have 3 new crafted item sets available exclusively at the crafting stations in Alba's Landing. 2 new non-crafted item sets available from the Thieves Guild daily quests, the grouping tool reward boxes, or rarely from Thieves Guild world bosses. So you have a better chance of doing the daily quests or the grouping tool, which this is why I said they're trying to really get that used. 4 new non-crafted sets available from the Mauve Lorcage as a drop. These sets I've actually tested, well, I have actually tested on the public test server, and they seem to be really based towards synergies and really working with a team. So if multiple people have multiple of these sets, I think the trial will get easier. But at first, I mean, it's going to be hard. They also have 3 older non-crafted sets revamped and available from Mauve Lorcage as a drop. Now, the 3 sets that I think that they're reintroducing is probably the previous sets that they used with the glowing orbs. If you had the 5-piece, like Hircine's Veneer, I've been after for the longest, because once you have the 5-piece, you get, I think, stamina regen for a group of 12 by like 8% or more, which is pretty cool, and then you have glowing orbs surrounding your actual character. Same with like the Ebon armor. It looks like the ebony armor from Skyrim, and it gives you like red orbs, and then I think there was a 3rd one, I forget what the name is, and that gave you magic. So I think that's what it's going to be. 6 new Alliance War item sets. There is one that I really liked, and I think Deltias actually made a video on it, and I'll put that video in the description so you guys can check it out, because he actually has gameplay of it. I unfortunately don't, because I'm a console player. I just so happen to test on PC. New thing is they're gonna have saving progress in the veteran Maelstrom Arena, so you don't have to like set aside 3 hours anymore to try to run through it, unless you're one of those stormproof pros and run it in an hour flawlessly and all that good stuff. So there's also loyalty rewards. They're gonna have an Echelet vanity pet from owning Orsinium. If you have it, I kind of wanted an Echelet, since you can't exactly have an Achater. Those damn things are huge, so you could get the little mini ones that are females. And then if you have the Thieves Guild, I guess you're getting a Jackal, which is pretty cool. I don't know why a Jackal would be in any other type of environment than a desert, but then again, neither do I know why there would be a camel. Or whatever. But that's cool. Let's see, what else? We're gonna go with grouping tool stuff. They are gonna drop some motifs, but that's just a chance. I don't know what exactly they're trying to do there. There are updates to PvP. They have a new rare items merchant. I can't even begin to pronounce this Khajiit's name. It's Adhazabi Abadaro the Golden. I don't know what the hell his name is. basically, he's gonna be a Khajiit, and he appears at the Western Elsewhere Gate, the Northern High Rock Gate, and the Southern Morrowind Gate. However, he does only appear on certain days, so that's probably what they meant by traveling merchant. I was under the impression he would just be kind of wandering, but I guess not. So there's that. They're also reintroducing forward camps into the console. Well, not that they brought them out in the first place, but they were in PC, and I still have one in my inventory from my PC transfer. So, I haven't used it. I don't know if I can or not, so I'm going to try to and let you guys know how that goes. As for crafting, this was gold for me. I want to learn every single style, so I want to be like a master crafter. But they're bringing Outlaw motif, which is found in the Delves and World Bosses of Hugh's Bane, from the Thieves Guild DLC game pack. They also have Trinimac and Malakath. Trinimac motifs will be received from Orsinium daily delve quests, and Malakath motifs will be received from Orsinium daily world boss quests. So that should be interesting. It's really hard finding a group to get the world boss one, so Malakath might be a little harder to find. Trinimac, I don't know if it will go as much. I also don't know if you'll be able to deconstruct like the Trinimac stuff that you already have. Like, say you have the shoulder piece that look cool. Maybe you'll be able to deconstruct it and get the style material. I don't know. But that'll definitely be cool. Alliance motifs found in chests within Cyrodiil and Imperial City. And you will have Soul Shriven, which is going to be a new motif. But you'll be receiving this upon completion of Cadwell's Silver Quest. Anyone who has already completed this quest will receive this style. I don't think that's going to be a big one, because the costume for Soul Shriven was out, and that looked like rags, and like that was literally like level 0 stuff. So I don't know why you would want to look like that, but who knows? Those who complete Cadwell's Gold will receive a special item that you can perhaps wear on your head. I actually know what that item is. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you. So, message me, I guess, on Xbox, and I'll let you know what it is, if you're that curious. They're introducing a Crown Mimic Stone, which you can basically copy any type of style motif. So, you'll be able to basically copy Malachite, laurels, and gold scales, which are used to make Akaviri stuff. Which, let me tell you, Akaviri swords are not katanas. They're not. I purchased them myself. I got them, and the sword that you see on my back on this character may look like the Fighters Guild weapon, and let me tell you, that's an Akaviri greatsword. I'm not joking, not lying to you. That is the greatsword. The one-handed sword is a scaled-down version, so they are not katanas by any means. The armor still looks like a samurai, which is cool, but if you still want katanas, I would go with Bosmer one-handed sword. As for a greatsword, well, there's Redguard. So, yeah, this sword right here. Nirn-honed freaking greatsword. If you guys want it, let me know. I could probably give it away to the first person who thinks of a number between 1 and 100. Or whoever's closest. And what you saw there was the thing that you get from completing the daily mission. That's what you're going to want to save up if you haven't already. Anyway, back to the Crown Stones. The Crown Store will offer Crown Mimic Stones in various quantities, and the purchase of any high-end motif will include complimentary Crown Mimic Stones as well. So, I mean, if you're going to buy, you know, the glass, or, man, I hope they put Akaviri up there, and some Crown Mimic Stones, that would probably be pretty cool. But, as of right now, I'm not too sure. They probably still have Zivkin and stuff like that. They're doing a couple fixes, which kind of sucks in my opinion. Some of these are pretty good, some of these are not. Like I said, you can kind of look through it yourself. I do know that for Molag Kina, when you fight her, I know that if you throw the spear shard down, they actually are gonna, you know, it removes like her lightning or whatever. If you do the synergy next to it, that is gonna be cut out. So you're gonna want to find a different way to do the dungeon, or, you know, do it the right way, I guess. I guess it's the right way, right? Whatever. Anyway, They are also going to do major changes to the classes. Dragon Knights are getting, I guess you could say Dragon Knights are getting a buff. And Templars, man, Templars are not going to be very happy. Let me tell you, I'm not happy. But anyway, we'll start with Dragon Knight since it's the top. Burning Breath, which is the Fiery Breath Fiery Breath morph, is now gonna, it says, fix an issue where the major fracture debuff applied by this ability was shorter than the duration of the damage over time effect. So either it's going to be equal or longer. The Burning Embers Searing Strike morph has increased the heal at the end of the damage over time, based on, you know, what rank it is, like rank 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go with 4, from 36% to 75%. So that's a pretty big jump. Basically, you're going to have a better self-heal. Yes. The heal from this morph now applies immediately if it is recast on the same target. So that's going to be good for you guys anyway. Dragon Knight Standard increased the activation range for the Shackle synergy by 1 meter, from 2.5 meters to 3.5. Empowering Change. This is going to be a huge one, because Fiery Grip morph, this morph will always pull you to the target instead of pulling the target to you. It will continue to grant the major Empower buff after being pulled as a morph effect. Extended Change, Fiery Grip morph, is going to be renamed to Unrelenting Grip. This morph no longer attempts to pull you to the target if the target is immune to the pull. This morph will refund 100% of the ability's cost as Magicka if it fails to pull the target. So basically, it's not I pull you to me or I go to you. It's either I always pull myself to you, or if it didn't work pulling you to me, I just didn't do it. I'm not a big fan of that. I kind of like the way it is now, so I don't know. But Extended Chain's cost reduction and range increase effect is now a baseline effect of Fiery Grip. So there's that. This ability and its morphs will now grant a major expedition buff for 2 seconds after casting. The ability no longer attempts to pull you to the target if the target is immune to the pull. Inferno. This ability and its morphs no longer toggle abilities. Instead, they will grant critical strike rating benefit as long as they are slotted, which is cool. The ability can be activated to summon an aura of flame for 15 seconds, which launches a fireball at an enemy every 5 seconds. The fireball has been changed to deal direct damage instead of damage over time. Increase the damage from the fireball by 15%, and note the Flames of Oblivion morph will continue to grant the weapon critical strike rating while slotted as a morph effect. There's also going to have Sea of Flames Inferno morph. This morph has been renamed to Cauterize and will now summon an aura of cauterizing flames, launching a fireball at an ally to heal them instead of the enemy to damage them. Basically, we're going to have Dragon Knight healers. That's going to be interesting. We're going to go with Burning Talons. It now deals flame damage instead of physical damage, which means champion points into flame damage is going to make this hit harder. Deep Breath. This morph no longer increases the damage of the exhale damage due to the baseline damage increases for inhale. Described below, it will continue to interrupt targets on the inhale as a morph effect. Draw Essence, Inhale morph. This morph will now restore 10% of the ability's cost as a Magicka per target hit with the exhale instead of restoring Magicka based on the damage dealt. So that's kind of confusing, but I hope you followed it. I don't know how to better explain that. I'm not exactly a Dragon Knight. Basically, that's pretty good. Igneous Weapons, Molten Weapons morph. This morph will now grant you and your allies major brutality buff for 30 seconds in addition to a major sorcery buff. That's pretty cool. Magma Shell. This morph no longer grants a synergy to allies for a powerful damage shield. Instead, it automatically applies a damage shield to a nearby allies when the ability is used, and increase the radius of the shield application from 8 meters to 5 meters. Oh, sorry. See what I did there? Application to 8 meters from 5 meters. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to skip a little bit more, but I will hopefully do another video explaining a little bit more. if you guys want. So do let me know what you want. But anyway, Obsidian Shard Stonefist morph increased the healing from this morph by 16%. That's a lot. Now, we'll get into Nightblades. Lotus Fan, Teleport Strike morph, which some people more commonly know as Spam Bush, but not Spam Bush because this is the magic version. Significantly revised the tooltip of this morph to indicate that only the primary target is snared, and the damage over time is applied to the primary target and all nearby enemies. Let's see here. It says the damage over time from this morph no longer is considered a bleed and is now a standard magical damage over time. The damage can now be mitigated by normal means, but has been increased to 15% by 15% to account for this. That means it's got stronger. So if you didn't like it before, it's now stronger. So we're going to be spam bushed a lot more, basically. I hate Nightblades. It is going to be the year of Magicka Nightblades. Quote me, with the Thieves Guild and Assassins, man, it's over. Game over, basically. And, yeah, so Dark Cloak. This morph no longer removes damage over time effects due to baseline changes for Shadow Cloak as described below. Instead, it grants a minor protection buff for 2, 3, 4, or 5 seconds based on what rank it is. That kind of sucks, but again, you guys are getting stronger, so it's kind of one way or another. Let's move on to Templars before I run out of time. Well, actually, I guess we could do Sorcerers. Dark Magic Crystal Blast Crystal Shard morph increases secondary splash damage of this morph by 25%. So, Crystal Shards, Crystal Blast, so specifically this morph is going to be buffed. So, Sorcerers with their main strongest hit get a buff. Nightblades get a buff. Dragonites undoubtedly get multiple cool things. And then, before I go on, let me just say this. Templars, you are gonna your Breath of Life is now only gonna heal one other person. Yeah, one. I mean, it wasn't that bad, but you're gonna heal one person? Really? What kind of healer are you? You're in charge of what, 3 other people, but you can only heal one at a time. So you're gonna have to spam heals even more. Not happy at all. But aside from that, let's keep going. Sorry, I just go on a rant. My main is a stamina Templar. Like, I'm out. I'm gonna be useless. But whatever. Let's see. Lightning Splash increased the activation range from the Conduit synergy by 1 meter, which is pretty cool. Bless you. Thundering Presence fixed an issue where recasting this would cause the effects to disappear. Kind of weird. Templar, Adric Spear, Blazing Spear, Spear Shards morph. This morph now displays a hostile red telegraph. It is cast from enemy Templars. Focus Charge, this ability and its morphs are now more responsive and will no longer cause you to become stuck in charge animation. Piercing Javelin, increase the range from this ability and its morphs to 28 meters from 20 meters, which is pretty good in my opinion, but yeah, if you hate the spears, you're gonna hate them more. I guess we get something, right? Puncturing Strikes, this ability and its morphs no longer knock back and apply crowd control immunity to the nearest enemy on the final hit. Instead, they now snare the enemy by 70% for 2 seconds. I guess I can't complain. Radial Sweep, increase the radius of this ability and its morphs to 6 meters from 5 meters. I guess it's better. Radiant Ward, Sun Shield morph, increase the shield strength bonus from this morph shield to 6% per enemy hit from 5%. Anyway, that's all I have for today. So, if you like it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to leave you guys with this here. So, like I said, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, and I will see you guys next time.